Hey everybody, if you're watching this video right now, please subscribe, turn on post notifications, and like the video and comment. Well, today, what I'd like to talk about is my Q&A that I held yesterday. Okay, the first question, do I live in Naptown? Unfortunately, I do not. I live in Arkansas, but I have thought about moving up there. Okay, my next question is, do I think the Colts will go to the Super Bowl? I got a pretty good feeling about the Colts going to the Super Bowl. I mean, to be honest, the AFC is wide open. Kansas City, they're rebuilding their defense, and one of their wide receivers is going through some troubles right now. I don't know how that's going to shake out. You know, I do feel sorry for them because of that. But the Chiefs still have Patrick Mahomes. They got Travis Kelsey. They running back is kind of like a committee now, and they rebuilding their defense at this moment. New England, Tom Brady another year older, even though he won the Super Bowl last year. That's still something you got to think about. He is a year older. The Chargers, they always have a good team, but some just mysteriously just happens and they just end up and they just can't compete. So I mean, which I'm not saying they have a bad team. I'm just saying it's something that just happened. I don't know if it's like something mental or just something they just got in their head or something like that they just sit there thinking like, man, we can't beat Tom Brady. We can't beat this team in the playoffs. We can't do this. So I don't know about that team. In the AFC North, I'm not really afraid of any team in the AFC North is because I feel like all the three teams, like Baltimore, the Steelers, and the Browns, all three have a chance to win the AFC North, and don't now one of the don't now one of the teams scare me is because like look at the Pittsburgh Steelers, they just lost a lot on offense, and they lost some pieces on defense. I mean, yeah, they didn't really have any pieces on defense since. So now they have to rebuild that. They got to rebuild the defense. They got to which wide receiver. I know they're gonna wait and take some guy and then bam. But they're running back, which I understand they got James Conner, but they still need another guy to go with James Conner. And then let's talk about the Browns. I know the Browns they went out and won the all season, traded for Odell Beckham and all this and 9 yards and everything, but I still ain't got no fear. I still got no faith and no fear in the Browns right now. I mean, I'm not really feeling like, oh, how are we gonna beat the Browns? Because understand that, but they might have one of the best offenses, but you still gotta realize Baker Mayfield's in his second year. People are gonna get tape on Mayfield, and they're gonna see him, and they're gonna really know exactly what he's gonna be doing. And Freddie Kitchens, their offensive coordinator, he's never been a head coach. Actually, he wasn't even going to be the offensive coordinator until they fired the last offensive coordinator. So he has like maybe a half a season of of coaching experience. I really don't know about that one. So, but that's the guy they want. That's the guy they pick. So, and about the Baltimore Ravens, they lost some pieces on defense, but I do think they got young people that can come in and step it up. But At the end of the day, I don't fear no team in the AFC, the NFC. I don't fear no team in the NFC either. So if we was once after the draft and everything, we get our pieces, we will be ready to compete for a Super Bowl championship. Okay, one last question. I just want to throw in there. I'm pretty sure people want to know how did I become a Colts fan. I became a Colts fan in 2014, the beginning of that season in the year 2014, because I was sitting up there and I was watching college football. I thought about Johnny Manziel was one of my favorite players, so I really love to watch him. I thought about just rooting for the Browns, just to be a Johnny Manziel fan, which unfortunately didn't pan out. And then I looked around. I said to myself, I can't be a Cowboys fan, can't be a Patriots fan, and I thought about being a Packers fan, and then I said no because in 2014 that was my first real legitimate year actually watching football. So it was going into week 3, and week 3 I watched the Colts. First game I ever watched the Colts. Bam! I was a Colts fan from then on out. So the past 5 seasons I've been a Colts fan. All it took was that week 3 in 2014 that just sold me on the Colts. I'm looking around, I'm like, who's this guy number 12? Oh, that's Andrew Luck. And I'm like, look at this guy number 13 out here making plays. Oh, that's T.Y. Hill. And I was like, man, I was sold from that moment. And then, what really validated everything for me is then, bam, AFC Championship game, which I know we didn't win the AFC Championship game, but we made it to the AFC Championship game. And that was the only thing that really kind of said, okay, you're doing what you're doing. I mean, the 8-8 season, the other 8-8 season, the 4-12. I mean, bro, that was some hard seasons. But I'm just glad now we actually got a good GM and a good coach. Andrew Luck is healthy, and our team is just coming together. So, all right then.